You must say all praises and honor to Yahweh. And double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Pavement Stone. Shalom to all the brothers among the across the world, pushing this truth and our sincerity and our honesty. Yeah, and shalom also to the few sisters out there. Yeah, this is a brother from Jamaica camp. Yashamai. I want to listen on World War 3. You know, basically, you see what's taking place now, you know, even with Russia, you have in this big explosion that take place in Russia. Right, they must say, you know, it's drone attack. Right, they have, you know, certain alternative media say, you know, as a long-range missile shoot and, you know, destroy some factory in Russia, cause a major explosion. But, you know, we understand and we know that, you know, according to prophecy, World War 3 going to take place, and we already seen the moves them make. Right, we see these nations them ready to go at it. Right, as scripture say, you know, the angels them hold off the four wings of the earth. Right, say earth not the earth nor the sea until you have sealed the servants, the Heavenly Father, in their forehead. Right, and you know the major prophecy we have to come to pass first before this war really kick off is the MOTB. That's prophecy. But we say these nations them ready to go at it. Right, and according to prophecy, America is going to get, you know, the worst, you know, end of the stick this time around, because America going to basically get, you know, nuke, become a lake of fire according to prophecy. Okay. Right? And it wipe off completely. Okay. Right? So nobody not going to live back there after this coming nuclear destruction is preparing right now. Right?
And it's, this is Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So certain things have happened first before this war really kick off. But we see how the tension keep on building more and more. Right, and how them even push, you know, Russia to use nuke. Right, because at the talk from day one, you know, from the whole Ukraine, you know, things start, you have Putin one about, you know, if the nation get involved, you know, what am I going to do? Right, and we see things happen, you know, nation, you know, helping out and all these things until we reach this point now, you see, Mother Russia get attacked, you know, certain way now. And you know, Skipper speak about, you know, GOG, which is basically Russia today. Right? He say, according to prophecy, that GOG, which is Russia, the Russians ain't gonna think on evil thoughts, and they're gonna go up to the land of unwalled villages, which is America. Because ultimately that's basically what we're gonna lead to. All we see happening right now is gonna lead to one thing. Russia invade America. According to prophecy, that's basically what will take place. Right, my brother?
It says, for a nation shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just going to some of my prophecies. And even when we have the bringing out, you have propaganda machine coming out. See? With the whole rhetoric of the war, you know. Because one side I go say, boy, this them use, and the next side I go say, that them use. Because you see, we not time now we even have the whole info war thing go on. And if you can see now certain website or so forth, them ban RT news. See? So certain information where they come out, whether they deem as, you know, mostly truth, then through RT or them thing there, they might try call it. So as they ask, one set of people says a missile hit, and one set of say a drone. See? Then so basically we're gonna have all them things, rumors of wars, man. See? Scripture tell you about it. Let's get into the article. It says this is an article from Reuters. It says Ukrainian drone attack triggers earthquake-sized blast at arsenal in Russia, Terv region. It says this is London, September 18. A large-scale Ukrainian drone attack and Russia triggered an earthquake-sized blast at a major arsenal, which, you know, is where them arsenal where them keep them ammunitions, man. Then at a major arsenal in Terv region. on Wednesday, forcing the evacuation of a nearby town. It says war bloggers and some media reported unverified video and images and social media show a huge ball of flame blasting into the night sky and multiple detonations thundering across a lake about 380 kilometers, 240 miles west of Moscow. Then it says a NASA satellite pick up the intense heat sources emanating from an area of about 14 square kilometers, 5 square miles at the site in the early hours. An earthquake monitoring station noted that sensors thought was a small earthquake in the area.
Yeah.
So to the blast it triggers, you know, like a small earthquake. Rock a building, shake a lot of place. Then so and you know we're preparing for the bigger one because scripture tell us about even that great earthquake will go on.
Yeah. Yeah, will take place in America. And these ICBM missile war it America. Right, you can't find a prophecy there? Revelation, I think.
Revelation 6 and about 12.
I think 9, isn't it?
It's
No, talk about the great earthquake.
Yeah. Revelation. It's Revelation 6.
No, 9, 1, there 9. We want 1 and 9.
Revelation 9. From 6 here, there was a great earthquake.
1 and 9, 1 and 9.
Alright, this is Revelation 6 and verse 12. It says, and I beheld, and when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth, then of hair, and the moon became as blood, then, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth.
Talking about these ICBM missile warheads, right, they're going to basically come down to the earth atmosphere in America, right? Certain places in America. Alright, go on.
It says, fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll.
Talking about that mushroom code, that big mushroom code that basically go up on these warheads. Right? Because that basically what will take place in America. Right? In the near future. So we see happening in Russia just, you know, the preparation for the real thing. Right, because this way see this place that get destroyed now in Russia now push Russia to do things, do more things now, because you know them kind of have it on a level, because you know they've been saying them are going to use some tactical nuke, and you know them in the lane, you know some say Russia play with Ukraine because them going to, you know, and get rid of them all together. Right, but ultimately this is basically what going to take place in America. Right, go on.
And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and islands were moved out of their places.
So going to be a major earthquake when these warheads hit America, right? So people say the earth going to reel to and fro like a junker, right? So for these islands going to go under the sea when these ICBM missile warheads hit America, right? Go on.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bond and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
So people going, so these top wealthy families or these rich families, they're going to run to their bunkers, right? Flee to their bunkers, you know, for basically hide out, you know, this coming nuclear destruction. Right, so them can start out slavery. Right, so the scripture said they're going to basically do these things because it's in the scripture. So they're going to run to their bunkers to survive this coming destruction, right? So them can survive to start out slavery in our Lord and Savior Yahushua, make him second return. Right?
And said to the mountain and the rocks, fall on us,
Gone.
and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Gone.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, some serious times we're going into, man, and I will say it's just preparation for the things to come, man.
Yeah, gone.
It's a preparation in the spirit, because the Lord even say I'm gonna raise up the spirit of the kings and the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it.
Use America.
Yeah. And him say, yeah, the Lord say I'm gonna stir up the Medes also. So basically, what you see happening now is it is stirring up the kings of the spirit of the kings of the Medes, man. Then all these weapons that America give to Ukraine to fire at Russia, them long range missile. Because what the Russian president said, anytime Ukraine and it is discovered that Ukraine use a Western made missile and fire in a Russia, it's gonna be calamity for the West, man. See? And that was the warning from the president of Russia. So basically, the spirit stir up. See? And we can bring that precept there.
I bring out the Ezekiel in quote earlier. Ezekiel 38.
Alright, it's the book of Ezekiel 38, what, 10? Yes, start at 9. So Ezekiel 38 and verse.
Oh, I usually think I need it out.
Yeah, but I tell you that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, what? That's what I mean.
Alright, so Ezekiel 38 and verse 9. It says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm,
Gone.
thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee.
Gone.
Says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
Because things are come into the Russians' them mind, because the Russians them are basically modern day, Medes. As the brother mentioned, the Lord has thrown up the Medes against them. Right? They're known as, GOG today because they dwell in the land of GOG. Right? GOG go back to Japhet, but they're actually living in that landmass now. Right? And the Russians them are basically also Edomites. Right? But they're basically referred to as GOG right here in the scripture. So the Lord said they're gonna think an evil thought. Right? So all these things we see happening right now, if the destruction is to take place in Russia, right? Because these nations behind it, funding Ukraine, for years now, helping Ukraine to basically fight Russia, right? So that has thrown that anger or that hatred for basically West. So more and more, basically Russia, is getting hate the West more and more, especially America, right? The war the scripture speak about. So it's going to lead to this prophecy, right? People say they're going to think an evil thought, and they're going to go up to what? Read it again, brother.
Yeah. Ezekiel 38 and 10 again, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
Yeah, things are coming to the Russians' mind. Go on.
And thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
So they're going to go up to the land of unwalled villages in America. Go on.
I will go to them that are at rest,
yeah,
and that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. See? To take a spoil.
So to take a spoil. So the Russians them going to spoil America. America been doing that for years, sir. To set them track record and all the things that they've been doing. you know, over the years coming up to all these countries across the world. But this basically what will take place in the near future, because it's a future prophecy. So the oceans ain't going to invade America, spoil America. One.
Take a spoil.
One.
And to take a prey.
One.
To turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited.
One.
And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Yes.
Right.
That's what Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is going to do, man. The scripture says, Ezekiel 13. 13 and 17. This is Ezekiel 13 and 17. No, Ezekiel. Salakia. Salakia. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It says, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
So there's nothing at all, you know, America can basically give the Russians them to stop them from, you know, invade them country according to the scripture we read earlier, or destroy America. Because the Heavenly Father is going to put that spirit on the Russians them, as the brother read Ezekiel required. Right? So it's the last time I was throw the Medes against them. The Medes today is basically Russia.
Gone.
We're not going to regard them silver, and as for gold, now delight in them. So there's nothing at all them can do to stop it. To stop this destruction that about to take place. You know?
Gone.
In the near future, go on.
It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
So these ICBM missiles going to destroy a lot of people. Right? People say they shall in Isaiah I think Isaiah 9 and 19. So the people shall be the fuel for the fire. Right, go on.
Shall dash their young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Just like how Sodom and Gomorrah get destroyed by fire, well, America going to get burned also by fire. ICBM missile fire. Right?
That's what's coming to America.
That's basically what preparing to take place in America in the near future. And scripture towards America as spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, according to what we read in Revelation 11 and verse 8. Right? So America is destined to basically get destroyed by ICBM missile according to prophecy. Right, go on.
Malachi 4 verse 1.
What?
It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Yes, so the day is coming like a burn as an oven. We're going to cause that burning. ICBM missiles. What?
That shall burn as an oven. All the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Yes, so all the proud ass people who live in America are going to get destroyed. Right, you tell you now, I think I'm in 2 Ezra 50. 2 Ezra 8 and verse 50 say, great misery shall be done to them that are in the latter time, in the last days, because they have walked in great pride. So a lot of these people in America are going to get destroyed by ICBM missile fire. So people say, all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly. One?
Yes, all the proud, yea.
One?
And all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble. One?
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts.
Because the Heavenly Father want to bring this destruction.
Yeah. That it shall leave neither, that it shall leave them neither roots nor branch.
Yeah, that's it for America. Nobody now going to live back on the sides of America after this coming nuclear destruction. Right? America going to be an example, you know, for what happened to you when you live a wicked life. Just like how Sodom and Gomorrah was an example to America today. America going to be an example of the same. Scripture tell us it. Yeah, 2 Peter. Or 1 Peter and 2 Peter. I think 1 Peter 2 and 6.
2 and 6. Let's have 2 and 6. This verse 6.
First, second Peter.
Second Peter 2 and verse 6. So 2 Peter 2 and 6. It says, let's start on 1. Alright, let's start 4 5. It says, 2 Peter 2 and verse 5. It says, and spare not the whole world, but save Noah and the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Because basically what happened back then, going back during the time and the flood, which is basically first death. Right, go on?
Then?
And second death is going to basically be by fire. Talking about ICBM itself, fire, go on?
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly.
So Sodom and Gomorrah was an example to them who live afterward ungodly. I would say I follow the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah to the T. America. So America going to get the same judgment as basically will take place. Even worse, I will take place in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom going to be desolate.
Yeah.
Nobody not going to dwell there, man. Nothing.
Right? Nobody not going to live back there. Tell you. In Jeremiah, I think Jeremiah 50 and verse 39.
Yeah. Yeah, also Isaiah said, Isaiah 17, I would just read 13 and 17 and down. It tells us that nobody not going to dwell in the land of America.
It's it for America.
It's going to be a desolate wilderness.
So what's taking place now in the Middle East is just basically the angels and basically working on the minds of these soldiers, for do certain things in order for the prophecy system can come to pass. Right? So things can speed up more. Right? But as I mentioned earlier when we started this video, one of the main prophecies have come to pass before this war really start kick off full-fledged is the MOTV. That's one of the main prophecy. Right? We're waiting on so long. But we see the framework setting up fast. Though it seems like to the regular man like now happen, but things are happening now. Right? He start put things into place. You have to get this digital device up and running fully right across the world, basically become monetary worldwide. Right? Scripture? So with that, I say all praises and honor unto Yahweh, and double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Stone. Shalom again to all the brothers and to the few sisters. Yeah, shalom.